Second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
This one out quickly to Watkins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
On second down, a run by Achane. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. On first down, back to Achane. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 49 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, first and 10. Smith, the man in motion left. On first down, Hurts. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
The tight end in motion right. In motion comes the tight end left. Motion left, Smith. Here's a toss left for Achane. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This now a 3rd and 4. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. This will be a 37-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will make it 6-0. But they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback. And know
oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Now, the offense, they had really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker, partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And Gibson decides against bringing it out. At their own 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, what a battle this is within the division, because these guys, they've got the lead, but not by much. On the other side of the field, they're knocking on the door and trying to equal them in the wins category.
And I love that second part that you talked about, equaling them in the wins category, because if somehow you get down to the end of the year and they're tied in record, head-to-head's always the first tiebreaker. So the winner of this game, they'll have a big advantage.
So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Commanders nothing. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon, as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9. Achane here, they stay on the ground. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Hurts. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Now Hurts looking to change the play. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
The ball carrier. He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Here's Hurts to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 13-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 63 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. Up the middle, Achane. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw? This is what we call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Washington on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run for it with Achane. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Sort of interesting going with a draw play there. Do you like that call?
I don't, but it would be a lot more powerful coming from me if I'd said it before the play actually happened, if I had first guessed it. But look, a draw in that situation, heavy risk reward. If he walks in, it looks like a great call, doesn't it?
Yeah, instead brings up a tough 4th down. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And he stopped immediately there. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Throwing is Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for an Eagle field goal. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're down a couple of scores, 16-0. as they start things out with a 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Now Richardson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That's a 1st down and then some. A 32-yard pickup. Back to the air with Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Go street. 10 to 11, 10 to 11.
From the shotgun, Richardson. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the 1st half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On 1st down, Richardson. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
So it looks like they stopped some fighting them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Richardson looking to throw this. Throw left side complete. That's Gibson. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, they showed a 5-receiver set, had the backfield empty, and lined the running back out to the left. Plenty for the quarterback to process both pre- and post-snap, but he was able to find his man, and it turns into a big play.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 19 Lions. We can do this on flat. Buffalo 18. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Get out of here.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Well, turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly. But, man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Back to throw now in his own end zone. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And got his man complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
1st down, Eagles.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Running left, Achane. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts As the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
First thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in. He's just got to throw this one away.
And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
On the left hash, this from 48 yards. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Commanders, nothing.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. He'll get this up to about the 44.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense.
It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Eagles send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. 31 yards on the punt there.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Take that. Thank you.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This a quick slant, and he's got Terry McLaurin. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
10 at the 35-yard line.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Mustang 19. Dragon 60. Ready.
Richardson looking to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. The safety Terrell Edmonds picks it. And the Eagles are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
At the 50-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. A run straight ahead with Achane. 93 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Achane. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Down the sideline he goes, and he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They're going to look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Nice job of bodying it defensively, and that brings up 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
That's into the hands of Woods.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The end result, 21 yards.
For a tight end.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. Touchdown, Washington.
A great play there. With touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Commanders have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And this is back to a 5-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
This is complete to Watkins on a slant. Gets by him and now a little daylight.
He may go.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Quez Watkins.
75 yards.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And Gibson decides against bringing it out.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now it's Richardson. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And taken right on the 30.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Here's 3rd and a few inches. Achane on the counter. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 18. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
That's good for Washington.
1st and 10, it's Richardson.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him. One of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well. And if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Yeah, Richardson yet again. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
60 Bobcats! 60 Bobcats! 18, Pioneer!
4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. That is caught. And he will be taken down, but it's a big play and a conversion for Washington on 4th down.
Yards on the play. That's good for Washington. 1st down.
Richardson to the air on 1st down. And now here's another interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Eagles are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved.
What took you so long?
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Play action. Here's Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Philly. 58 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. This one out quickly to Watkins. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
And they'll give this to Achane.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Devon Achane hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
Elliott on for the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Eagles 33, Commanders 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in.
Touchdown, Commanders.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming.
Now we got whistles before the snap. Looked like one of the Commanders jumped.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming.
Washington will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Hurry, hurry!
Richardson will throw for it.
And my goodness, another interception.
It's Sidney Brown with it.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. They go play action with Hurts.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Chase Young in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time
under pressure, and they got to him again. Montez Sweat, he's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches. And when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. Now this going to be a quarterback draw.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. A solid chunk of 11 yards there on the keeper. But 4th down now.
The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts.
That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. The Eagles send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
Back to the air with Richardson. This pass hauled in by Dotson.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Here we go. 1st and goal.
6. 79 Broncos. Let's get that touch. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Now Richardson.
And this is caught out for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
So Washington now with an important 2-point conversion attempt.
19 Lions. Check. Buffalo 18. Go.
Here's Richardson.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
It's Sidney Brown with it.
Through an opening, and there he goes. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Commanders 26.
So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away.
fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
They set up the screen. Achane has it. And some room to run now. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
Down to about the 45. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 45-yard line.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Being chased out left. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired, while they still have some fresh legs. Not the biggest game we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Hurts. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
This is 1st and 10.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 18 Rebels, 18 Rebels. Mustang 19. Dragon 60.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. What a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.
Yeah, it was a complete effort to secure the win, and both sides of the ball made big plays. But how demoralizing is it when the opposing defense can take one all the way back against you? And that was the case here. That really sparked them.